My dad says once a door closes, another one opens. Film schools, drama.
Do you envision yourself living in Toronto? For a
Future. Maybe until Guillermo del Toro finds me.
in English.
Yes!
Hello, welcome to Creating with Purpose, and I'm very excited for the guest today because he's the funniest person I've met in Toronto.
Yay. It's Mao, yay.
So, Mao, introduce yourself to the community.
Oh my god. That's a little too much. Hi everyone, viewers at home, mom. My name is Mauricio Tamez and I'm a queer filmmaker here in Toronto, originally from Mexico, from Monterrey. And I have a I have a background as well in animation, so I do animation and filmmaking.
Really, animation?
Yeah, that's my bachelor.
No, wait, that was the first career that you studied?
Yeah, I have my bachelor in animation with a major in visual development and film production, but for animation. And then I graduated during COVID and I was like,
Oh my god.
I want to learn like a little bit more as well. So I was like, I want to do cinema. And I was like, I want to do whichever medium I want. So I was like, I'm going to do animation and live action. So then I wanted to learn live action. That's why I came here.
Yeah?
And then I've just stayed until the government.
Why Canada?
Why Canada? Because originally I was going to go to Vancouver. Because one of my best friends went there and she got a scholarship, like a full scholarship, like 100%. She won it and I was like, I'll try it as well. I didn't get it. I got like 25%. I was like, it's still too expensive. And then just like looking at options, I had like an interview with someone at Toronto Film School and I was like, yeah, like it's one of the major cities. I don't speak French. So, well, I speak a little, but I wouldn't go to like Montreal or Quebec or anything. So I was like, I'll do Toronto. Like I've been there once. It's
Really?
nice.
You like it?
The first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. A little bit. Like I thought Vancouver was prettier. Like Vancouver was a little prettier. Quebec's really beautiful. Toronto's like, I'm from a small town, so I like small towns. Like it was like good change though, because it was like, like a big city is like good to live in like for the first time by myself. But then it's also like a lot. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like things that you feel like small here.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, no, it's that I felt the same. Even though I'm from the capital in Colombia, like, just coming here was very overwhelming. Also, I'm very small. So, with all the buildings, like, all the people. Like, every time I go to Colombia, everyone is my height. Like, even the taxis.
No, in my, like, in Monterrey, where our filmmaker here, Gerardo, backstage, we're both from this, we're not from the same city, but we studied in the same city, which is nearby my small town.
Oh, okay.
So in that, what was I gonna say? Oh, like in that city, I'm like average. Like there's like taller people than I am, but I've never felt like small. Because I've always had people shorter than me, and like it's few that are like taller. Like I'm average, if anything. And here I feel so small because everyone's like, I'm 6'5". I'm like, cool, whatever the fuck that means.
No.
Use a metric system.
How is the film industry there?
In Monterrey?
Yeah.
I think it's mostly commercial. Like we've had a few movies, but it's mostly commercial. Usually it's more in the south or in the center of Mexico, like Mexico City, Guadalajara. We have a few like studios for special effects and things like that, like or to the animation for we have some studios that like focus on children's like movies or children's TV shows specifically. But it's a lot of like advertisement, a lot of commercial. It's not as much filmmaking. We've had a few like music things as well. Like we have a big festival there, so there's a lot of things for like music videos, things like that. But it's not as common as here, I think. Or at least I didn't investigate as much. I might be wrong.
Maybe. But you made a short film there, right?
In Mexico?
Yeah. I saw on your Instagram.
Oh. I've been for my 6 pictures, you saw one of them. Yeah, so when I was doing my bachelor for animation, I have a few classes where, I was doing my major, right, on film production, so I had to do some films. But it was just for like a class, like, something you do in 1 month. And it was like, my crew was like 3 people.
Wow.
It was me, my other like friend, my friend's like brother who had the camera, and then just like two actors. So I did that one, but it's like it's so shitty. Like I like it visually. If I didn't understand Spanish, I would be like, oh, it's pretty. It looks good. It looks very good, but it was like we couldn't write back then. We didn't have too many like writing classes. It wasn't as great, and it's yeah, it's a little like I see it and it's a little rough, but I like it because it was I think my technically first like queer film. So I was like, okay, I'll do it, and it was for a class, and no one else did a queer film. So
And then you did that thesis for here in Toronto.
yeah, so here in Toronto, I did my thesis film, so I got selected to direct it, and yeah, I pitched it. I was one of the two only queer films that at least graduated from my term, the Toronto Film School, and it was honestly also though, they have both a little like similarities because they're both based on like one myth, so it's kind of like similar in that way. I think I based my like stories a lot in like myths and like reimagine them. So it's kind of like funny because both of them follow a little bit the same myth.
Yeah.
So they have like similarities, and it's just I think I have to get another myth now. I can't do another one with that one.
But do you feel the evolution?
Yeah, of course. Also like the team's way bigger.
Oh,
like
yeah.
back then I was 4 people with like one DSLR camera. And like doing just natural lighting, and we're like, yeah, because we like natural light. No, because we can't afford lights, so we're just doing like, yeah, we're shooting whatever outside, and like, oh yeah, yeah. So like, if you see continuity, sometimes like, well, like cloud was there, so it sucks to suck. But yeah, here like we had like it felt way bigger. I spent way too much money,
Yeah.
and yeah, like it's more expensive as well. Also, like I feel resources. At least here, like you're new to Toronto, so you don't have the resources that you have back home. So at least back home, I could ask for favors like easy for like family members, friends. Like, oh, does anyone know someone that does this? And you get them. And here in Toronto, it's like, well, I have to find them.
Yeah.
So it's hard.
That's very interesting. Like, well, how was the change from living to Monterrey to Toronto? Because I think like, were you living with your family in Monterrey?
Yeah, yeah, with my brothers.
Yeah.
I was like,
how was the difference like coming here alone?
Well, the first month was hard. I remember crying a lot. This is like, I remember crying the first few like weeks specifically like after calling my parents because I would call them a lot. Right now I should do better. I'm not calling as much. I should do way better. But
Hi, parents.
Hi, sorry mom. But they're busy as well. They're busy as well. So sometimes I call them and they're busy. So we're both busy. But I should be calling more often because I used to call a lot. Yeah. And after the call, like 1 hour call, whatever, I would like feel like crying. But luckily I met my roommate Massimo, who's like annoying like a little brother. So it was just like it balanced it out. It was like living again with like family, I think. So it wasn't that hard afterwards. I think if I lived by myself, I would have felt like depressed or the change. Right? Yeah, like wanting to interact with more people. Even though like I'm very much like I get into my room sometimes, I close the door, I'm by myself. Like I don't need to talk to anyone right now. But at least like knowing there's someone there and someone that's outside of like film school.
Oh yeah.
Because you get tired of like film school's drama. Like it's filled with drama. Everyone's dramatic. Everyone's like going things.
Are you dramatic?
Yes, but less. But less than others. Because for example, I'm old. Like in film school, at least TFS, right? Like people come right after high school as well. I did my bachelor, so I was already mature, older. And then there's people coming out of high school. Like I had a 17-year-old friend turning 18, like first term, and I was like, whoa. I was like, chill. So like the drama follows, and like everyone's different ages. Everyone is very creative, so you're just like whatever like sparks. You're seeing everyone every day, every class, like the same people.
Oh my god.
You get tired.
Yeah.
You get tired.
And well, now you're focusing on production design, right?
Yeah, right now I'm doing like my main has always been writing, directing, but I find like when I was like that's a longer term dream. Like you can't do it. It's like a 5-10 year plan, right? Like you don't come out of film school and you're like, yeah, you wanna direct my film? Like you don't get that unless you're, I don't know, like Emma Seligman or someone like really really good. But if you're just coming out of film school, no one's asking you to direct their things because everyone wants to direct their own things. And then I also don't like everyone's stories. I like to focus on my own things. So like I wouldn't say yes unless I really like, because for example I did technically I did two theses, directed, because I did mine and then I did Cameron's.
Oh.
Cameron Anderson, so we co-directed her thesis film for acting program. Someone else, you might not know on home, but what was the question?
How did you ended up in PD, production design?
Oh yeah, so since I can't do writing directing right away, I was like, well, what can I do? I usually did camera, but then like my camera teams are super united. Like you get your people, and then it's very rare that you get invited into other groups, so it's harder to get into. And the other one was art, and I was doing volunteer for a few things as a PA, like as a
Can
art
you
PA.
tell our people what is production design for those who don't know?
Okay, so
How
production
important?
production designs everything visual you see in the film, apart from special effects, but everything you see, so set dressing, makeup, wardrobe, why are you taking a picture here? It's basically everything like in the art department that you see in the film. So we're production design is the head of the department, like the key creatives, and then you would have your heads of other departments for makeup, wardrobe, set dressing, props, and then you have like lower. So I started doing the lowest and below. I was like an art PAs for a CFC film, a queer short film. And then I just started like meeting people, and the art departments usually girls, gays, and theys. So it was easy to fit in, and you get called because you're always in need of like people in the art department. So you get called, you make they like how you work, they call you for another thing, you meet new people, they call you. So suddenly I became like the production design guy, but I didn't start there. I used to do more camera. I used to be more in camera work, but right now I'm doing. It's what's getting me paid right now, so I'm doing it. Also, like for my own things, I'm always very focused on like the art side, art and camera, both sides.
Well, you're very visual.
Yeah, yeah, I'm very visual. Like I like. Have you ever thought like or have you ever been asked like how do you think? Like, do you think, for example, do you think in color? Do you think in images? Do you think in sequences? Do you think in movement? How do you think? Some people think in music.
Oh my god.
Do you think words, just words? Like
I think mine is words.
Yours is words?
Yeah.
I think images. So I see like images that I like would want to make, or like composition or ideas on concepts. And then I'm like, oh, I want to see that. How can I do that? So I think I'm visual in that way of like I'm imagining things already in my mind that I want to put to frame. And also like art. Like I did animation, so I used to paint. Like I do a lot of like color and things like that I focus on. So I think it like went there. Like when I'm thinking camera.
Did you always knew that you wanted to do something artistic?
No, I used to want to be a doctor like my dad. I think it was until high school, until the last two semesters in high school, because we would have classes for. I was in the international baccalaureate, so we had like one class as like a little taste of university. That you'd be like, oh, I'm interested in this. I'll take introduction to medicine or introduction to something. And I think when I was choosing, I was like, I don't want to be a doctor. Like, I find it interesting. I find it super interesting. But I didn't like the lifestyle. Like, I wanted to travel. I wanted to do, like, more creative stuff. And then I started, like, looking for things. I tried architecture, like a class in architecture, a class in graphic design. I hated both of them. I liked a little bit of the architecture one, but not the graphic design one. And then one of my friends was like, I don't know what I'm gonna study. I was having a mental breakdown. And then one of my best friends, Carlos, told me like, oh, have you seen this one in engineering? It's like animation, but they put it as engineering in my university. I was like, oh, okay. So I liked that, and I was like, I'll take it. And I studied that in another university, but I studied that.
Yeah. And that's why you started.
Oh, yeah, because I used to be a doctor. I wanted to be a doctor. I said that all the time when growing up. I was gonna be.
And then you were like, nah.
Yeah, then I was like, no.
I'm gonna start myself.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna suffer. We have too many doctors in my family. So I was like, I was gonna be either a doctor or a marine biologist. Because I wanted to swim with whales, but then I was afraid of orcas. So I didn't, because I started fearing orcas. I really liked like dolphins, whales, things like that. And I was like, I want to swim like somewhere. I think that would be interesting.
Have you swim with
orcas?
Or not with dolphins at least? I know that's.
Yeah, with dolphins, yeah, and with whale sharks. Those I have like manta rays as well, but they nothing with teeth. I haven't done not even those like little like pull and come with a shark. I'm like, no. I know they're good. I know the sharks are good, but I'm still afraid. Too many teeth.
No way.
Have you?
No. No, but actually in Colombia there is a place where you can go and see the whales, like jump to
Jumping?
the sea, which I find very, very interesting.
No, in Mexico we have some spaces as well. And for example, here we went to Vancouver to one of those like speedboats that you're just like in a plastic thing with like the speedboat like going, and we went to see orcas. I was so fucking afraid. Like they were great. They were like great to look at, but they were hunting, so you could see them like jump, and like you saw like the red in the water, and you're just like, let's head out. Let's head out. It was scary.
Do you envision yourself living in Toronto for a while?
Future. Maybe until Guillermo del Toro finds me. Until he's like, do you wanna be my PA? And I'm like, do you wanna be my protege? And I'm like, yes. I thought you would never ask. No, I feel bad. I feel he must get like asked 1,000 times. But for Toronto, yeah, I think for now, like I'm working for the work visa, doing all that. I think I like the opportunities I've been getting, so I'm like trying to keep those. But I don't know if I will want to live here forever.
If you could live anywhere in the world, like without any
Oh.
prohibitions. Yeah.
Oh, with no like visa requirement. Would I know like the language?
Yeah.
Would I like in this imaginary world? Do I know the language perfectly?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. Maybe like Switzerland.
Oh.
Like somewhere European, maybe. I feel somewhere where I don't have to work too much. Like Switzerland, Norway. Oh, I would love Norway. Norway sounds fun. Also,
You like the cold weather.
I do prefer the cold. I do prefer. Also, like the first person that I ever came out was from Norway, so I have like good memories of Norway just that way. And he's always posting things, and like it looks amazing. I think I would like that rather than the hotness like of the.
And where would you like to shoot a film?
Ooh, I wanna. Right now that I was in Iceland, I was thinking of so many places there where you could like shoot. Because for example, they shot some scenes of Interstellar there.
Okay.
In the which you could do in other places, but it's in the iceberg. So it's the icebergs, but then it's like the mountains and the peaks. Like it was just so cool to be there. I like places with like lots of mountains. Okay. Like I like.
Like your hometown.
Well, my home is like surrounded by mountains, so I think yeah, I'm influenced. But these ones were so pretty. A lot of waterfalls, a lot of nature. I love that. It's like a small place. I just thought a lot of like those places seemed really cool. There was one place that looked like the Pride and Prejudice in. Did you like Pride and Prejudice? Okay. Do you know the part where Elizabeth's like dreaming and she's like at the edge of a cliff? Mm-hmm. Like I looked a bunch of those places and I was like, oh, this looked like I could shot that in Iceland. I could shoot that in Iceland. It looked so cool.
Would you go back to your hometown to film something?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Really?
'Cause I've been thinking like if I don't stay in Toronto much, my resources would be like in my hometown. Like I know people there. I could ask for favors, things like that. So I was thinking like, what if I write a feature that I could do in my hometown, and then, I mean, I could like come back to Toronto if I have my work visa and all that, but I could like try and do something there with the lower budget that I would have to
What
use
kind
here.
of stories would you like to?
That's a spoiler. I have I'm trying. If anyone steals this, I'm coming for you.
Or give it like a little.
I would say like
clue.
okay, I would say a queer period piece, like
Okay.
with elements of like surrealism, as I always do, with some element of like magical realism, a cliche for the Mexicans, but yeah, I want to do, because just I feel I've never seen queer period pieces, like a few of them, if you count them, but not that many.
How important is the like queer films for the world, for the community?
For the world.
Yeah, but-
Super important. I think it's we've always like we've talked about this before and like with other people before. I'm like if I'm looking over there, I'm looking at someone behind the scenes. So sorry, guys. But it's like we've talked about it before in a way that like film to me is not only a medium or like entertainment. I hate when they say like, oh, it's content, it's entertainment. Like I don't give a fuck. Like I don't I don't care. Like I don't like too much when they call like film like entertainment, because I prefer it to be like I prefer to see them as windows like to other people's lives. So I think like in that way, like when people are complaining like, oh, Zimma's gone woke or whatever, it's like, dude, you're just seeing another perspective. Like it's not yours. Like I've been watching how many like straight romances, straight drama, straight everything. I'm not complaining. I just if I complain, it's like, oh, I want to see more queer stuff. Like for me, it's that like seeing myself there, being represented there, seeing my struggles or someone else's struggles, just like interested. The community is so wide. Like we have a lot of identities. I think that's like
And a lot of stories worth
and a lot of stories, yeah, worth telling. So it's not only for someone right now. I am a little bit tired of coming out stories. I am guilty of them as well, but I'm a little. I think we can move past it.
Okay.
But I think like it's just like a norm, not a norm, but it's a way to see into on someone else's life. So if you're willing to stay for an hour and a half or 2 hours and just like experience that, be empathetic to someone else's story, I think that's very like that's the power that film offers. Because you can have it in a book, you can have it in anything, but like film, I just like the visual of it, like the immersion of it. I like going, for example, have you gone to? I like small theaters and going when no one's there,
Okay, yeah.
and you're just there at like the center of it, just like it's for me. I like those.
Yeah.
But yeah, and for me, for example, if it's queer stories, I tell like people like I'll do it for free. Like if I like the script and if it's a queer story, I'll do it for free. Like you don't
Yeah.
need to pay me just because I really like it, or I like to help out in those.
Yeah.
So all my films so far have been queer stories, like specifically gay and lesbian so far. But it's what I relate to. So it's the most honest to me.
Yeah.
So I would feel not wrong, but maybe like I would need to research more or know more for like other stuff. But at least for me, it's important to get understood by people, especially like in times like this where they're not,
Yeah.
where they're not understanding.
What kind of films do you like watching?
Like genre or
Yeah.
I like everything. Like I hate like I don't have a favorite movie. I don't have a favorite anything. I like whatever I like. I think I usually go for whatever's with drama, but I like a
Oh,
good
do you like
comedy. So
drama?
yeah, I like drama in movies only, not in my life. But I like queer stories, like romances. I think the only genre I don't watch as much would be like action,
Mm-hmm.
unless it's like an adventure action. I think like an adventure action's way cooler. If it's just action, if it's just like boom 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 guns and cars, it's just like kill it. We don't need like I'm sorry, we don't need 10 Fast and Furious. Like we don't need more. Just like
Do you have any guilty pleasure?
no, I'm not guilty about anything. I watch them with pride. Yeah, I can be like I'm watching this like shitty movie. Yeah, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I will not be shamed for watching something. I used to have guilty pleasures. For example, when I was a kid, I watched Wings Club.
Okay.
Do you know it? Okay. The ones that know, but it's basically like a super girly, like fairies. Yeah, like these girls that would transform into like magical like fairy creatures things. And it was funny. Like it was. I liked it, but it was very girly, so it was like guilty. Like, oh, you don't want to watch it. I watched Zoe 101, like, cause I was like, oh, it's for girls, and then until one guy was like, I love it, like a straight guy. I was like, oh yeah, I watch it all the time. Other than that, no.
Do you have a different perspective watching films since you studied film?
Yeah, but no, I think at first, yeah, and then you have to relax. Like a lot of people are like, oh, the framing, the lighting, like you don't have to suck every frame. Like I'm sorry, you don't have to like. I think if you're like enjoying the film, you might think of it like in the back of your head. Like sometimes I'm like, whoa, like this looks cool. Like I would like to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have those thoughts, but I used to be more like, oh, the composition or like noting things. Like at first when I started studying film, but now I'm like I go back to enjoying it because I feel it's my relaxing. Like I don't want to make it something that I can't enjoy anymore because
Yeah.
it's something I have a passion for. So I don't want to make it boring for myself. I don't want to think of it as just work. Like I like to see it. I'm like, oh, that's such a cool story. I think I focus on the story. And if I like frames or nothing, I'm like, oh, I'll revisit that.
How's your creative process? Like when you're doing production design, because you're thinking about everything.
Oh, for production design. Well, first you have to go through the script.
Mm-hmm.
So just like whatever the director wrote or the writer or the script writer, whatever they wrote, you like focus on what they have. Like you go through each piece separated to categories. So like set dressing, props, wardrobe, makeup, sometimes even like sound that might like help if you want to separate things with like notes of things. For example, if you're gonna be okay, like this will be both a prop and a wardrobe, like things like that. You start categorizing things. You make like I make a list of like this is what I see you want, and then I start doing like a treatment, like a visual treatment. So I go through every scene and we go like, okay, how many spaces do we have? So we go through each space. We go like color palettes, eras that we're going through. So like if we're doing a 2000 film, like, okay, what key pieces do I want that you maybe didn't put them in the script? But I'm like, how can I show you? Like, I have to talk to the director and be like, what do you want to see? What are you envisioning? If they have any like benchmark or like comparables. So, for example, if it's like, oh, a 2000s movie, like what? Oh, I like Lady Bird. I'm like, well, that's like the 90s. So it's like, do you want 90s or 2000? Like, you have to like ask them what they're visioning. You can start like doing mood boards, like just to be like, okay, are you doing this realm? And then you can go into specifics for each space.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of presentations. It's a lot of like, here's the presentations and then sourcing everything. And sourcing is the hard part, I think. Like finding the item that you want. Because there's like key items in every scene, right? Like you could be like, okay, if this is set in the 1990s, you're like, okay, but when did my character start living here? How long have they been living here? What's their income? If they're living in 1990, they will have items probably from the 70s that they're still keeping. They won't have like the latest computer. Like you have to think of like things like that, and you do like a range, and try to have like items from that like range.
We want to play a game with you. The game is called.
Wait, what are we cutting? Or?
Let's get closer.
The sponsors of the day.
Hopefully. So yeah, the idea is that we're gonna choose a question. We're gonna choose a question, and it goes from close to closest. So you gotta decide the level.
Okay.
Okay. So.
Oh, how many are we doing?
We'll see.
Oh, because I was like, if we're doing 3, we're gonna do 1-on-1.
Let's do it. 3.
Okay. So do I ask you?
No. I guess.
Well.
Choose one.
This one.
Okay.
Wait, is this the closest?
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's easy.
How do you think people see you?
How I hope they see me is hopefully they see me as someone kind. I think that's like what I care most. Like I don't want to be an asshole. No, like, and I know I can get like angry. I have to like control myself a lot. But I hope they see me as someone kind and someone that can. I don't know, just like as a person that's kind, creative, intelligent. I don't want to seem stupid. Like I like to joke around a lot, so hopefully funny as well. I joke around a lot, but it's like, it's knowing yourself, I think, more. So it's just kind of like portraying how I want to be treated and how I treat people like through that way. So I think it's just like reciprocal. If you're not an asshole, you're good.
Yeah.
But that was a question, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I hope not.
Next level.
I always go for the center. I'm the middle child, so I always go for
Oh,
like.
really?
I'll do this one.
How used to be the middle child?
You used to be?
How used to
Oh, I was like, I'm sorry for your loss.
No, I'm an only child.
Oh, I'm sorry for the middle child's good. Like I'm just there. I don't think it's like the stereotype.
I was an accident.
That's fine. That's valid.
Okay. Do you like who you are?
Yeah, I think like I've grown too. I don't think I've always liked myself. Like especially like coming out as like a queer man in Mexico. Like always, you always have like this internalized homophobia. You have fears. You have a lot of doubts on yourself. But I think like as you grow older, like it's so cliche, right? Like as you grow older, you just like find yourself, and in a way, you have to start liking yourself. Like you're gonna live with yourself forever. So you have, as they say, like if you don't love yourself, how are you gonna love somebody else? Like RuPaul Drag Race, RuPaul. But it's true. I think you have to enjoy your own company first. Like I'm not in the need to find a partner that completes me or anything. I'm like I'm myself. Like we're both independent. I like myself. I would like my partner to be maybe like me in that sense. Like, like I don't need codependency in a way. You know what I mean? So it's just, yeah, I do like myself. I've grown to it. I think I have my insecurities that I would still like to fix. But I think like as something with like compliments as well, like if you can't fix something in like 5 minutes, don't mention it. So as I think for myself as well, like there's things that where I'm like, I don't know, like are my fingers too like little or something like that. I'm like, no, like I don't like this is just like the way you are.
Yeah.
Like you have to accept it as you are. Is my nose too big? Is my like lip showing? Am I balding? It's just like, dude, this is you. Like the good parts of the personality, I think. And I've grown to that, like, not that my partners are ugly, but I'm like, personality like takes a major place, I think.
Okay. Nice. Otro
Last
one.
No.
Okay.
Oh, is it bad?
Wait, and that's what another.
Oh wait, can I see it just to see it?
Is that what are 3 ways you can improve to become a better human being? I don't know if that's too.
Yeah.
Too this ambiguous.
I thought it was gonna be like sexual. I was like, oh, because you said 3 ways, and I was like, no. I was like, I don't do them.
No, when I'm with who did you lose your virginity?
Wait, is that actually?
No, guys, no. This is not this kind of podcast.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's for Patreon.
Subscribe. What is your greatest gift or talent?
Myself. But yeah, I would say my mind. Like I would say I'm a smart person, I'm creative. I think that would be my talent. And I think I'm very empathetic in a way that's like I don't go around saying, "Oh, I'm empathetic. I understand you. I'll cry if you cry." Like no, but I think whenever I get mad, or like for example, I have a good temper, I think. Like I don't think you've ever seen me like mad.
No, I actually was gonna add to your gift. I feel like one of your gifts is that you make people around you feel comfortable.
Hopefully. But it's kind of like you have to, for example, I used to get mad and just like get angry. I'm like, oh, like I would like seethe in myself, and now I like let go a lot, which is something that it comes with age, or like I've come to accept, because it's just like I don't like keeping myself like in that mentality. I think I just like, if I get mad, I let myself go. Like I give myself space and just wait it out.
Right?
Yeah, just like I wait it out. Like it'll leave. I won't like keep it all the time. So yeah, like for example, I try never to be that. Like if you're angry, if you're temperamental, you're always having people on edge, and I don't like that. I prefer like we're laughing, we're chilling, we're doing this. Whenever I get like I could get, but it also like for it's because they're making me speak in English when I should be speaking in Spanish. But it's basically like understanding where the other person comes from, and just like understanding them. So I think I can understand where you're coming from. I don't have to agree, and I could disagree very strongly with your opinions and things like that, but it doesn't mean that I'll like disrespect you. Like I'll respect you however wrong you might be. And just I'll just like do it. And if it's something that like wrecks my peace, like I just keep it out of my mind. Just like I work through it, hopefully.
What is the thing you are the proudest of?
My proudest of pride coming out. You're like being gay, just like coming out. I'm so proud this Pride Month. I didn't see an episode during Pride Month. What happened? What happened? I don't know. Like I think my achievements. I think slowly building, like, trying. How do you say it? I think I'm proudest of always like trying. I think like not giving up as easy, which is like comes hard to some of them, some people, not some of them, some people. So I think like always trying, or always trying my best, or trying to succeed in what I'm doing. I think putting my effort, like my 100% into everything. It's tiring, but it's you're always like, I think I don't know how to say it.
In Spanish.
En Spanish. Es filosófico, se siente filosófico. Sí, simplemente como, ¿sí lo digo en español?
If you want to.
I'll try in English, just so it's not, just so it's on my work. It's subtitles, just so Kata doesn't suffer. You can cut around all of like past like 3-4 minutes. I'm gonna start with like the classic like actor, like start with the question. I'm proud of, you know what I think I'm proudest of all of always trying and always being up for the challenge, like trying to make it one up like myself. So I'm always trying, not in a conceited way, just always trying my best and presenting myself in projects, in my ideas. I don't give up, even if it's. I think I always joke with my mom. Like one of my biggest motivators is like proving people wrong. So for example, for my thesis actually, I got rejected at first.
Oh, okay.
So for example, my script got rejected at first, like first pass. So I had to like email, like I had to like fight my way into getting an opportunity. And I think I do those. Like I don't give up. But like my dad says, once a door closes, another one opens. I'm like, no, I climb the window. Like I open the window and go into it myself. You have like that determination.
I like
so I
that
think,
mindset.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just like proud of being determined and achieving what I set out to achieve. I don't think I've fully failed anytime. And if you fail, it's just learning.
Yeah.
It's just that.
Hey.
Totally, dude. Yeah, dude.
No, thank you so much for coming.
Thank
This was
you.
a good interview. Thank you so much for being here. Where can we contact you? Like your fans here?
Never.
If someone wants to date you.
Oh, Tinder. Tinder Toronto, look at me, find me. I'm the one with the nice pictures in Iceland, that's me. No, I'm currently seeing someone. So not that. Yeah, you can just find me on Instagram. It was mauri.tr. I'll see if I accept you. It's private. I should start like doing more of that. I should have my website and everything. But yeah, whatever you need, just
Contact him.
DM me. Slide into those DMs.
Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much, Mao, for being here. Such an honor.
Thank you for having me. Can you put the gun down?
Okay, cut.
You never see Mao again.